Hi, welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys drink what you guys pick. And if you're new to the show, thanks for clicking and watching. If you'd like to see a bottle on the show, feel free to put a comment in the comment section and I will try and get it on the show as fast as possible. Also, you can email us at bourbonblindtasting@gmail.com. So the way the show works is the guys don't know what they're drinking. They get to tell you what they think about it, and then they're going to tell you how much they think the bottle's worth, and then ta-da, we reveal it. Tonight, our bottle will be this one. And as usual, I'm not going to say what it is because they're in the next room and they'll hear me. So with that, I'm going to pour it and let's get started.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. We're glad to have you here. We taste whiskey, usually American whiskey and bourbon and rye, and we don't know what it is. We put a price tag on it and what we'd be willing to pay for it, not necessarily what it sits on the shelf for. And we don't know what it is. You don't have the influence of the label. So with that being said, cheers. Cheers. Definitely different. Pretty dark color on that. I don't know about you, I'm not getting a whole lot on the nose, like a little bit of that.
Maybe a touch of oranges.
Yeah, I could see that, kind of that citrusy, citrusy flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a little bit of wood, some caramel in there, but I get a good bit of ethanol.
Yes.
On it.
Definitely.
I really do.
Definitely.
Like, if I put my nose up to it, I don't really get a whole lot on it, but at the same time, if I stick my nose down in it, like, it's just ethanol burn.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot on the nose. I mean, I don't want to say it's too young. I mean, it is pretty dark. So it's either got some proof or age on it, one or the other, but...
Definitely high acid.
Yeah.
For sure, high acid.
Now that I got a little bit of a mouth, get a little bit more like a banana kind of nose on it.
Sure.
I like that.
You know, the citrus is still there, but I'm getting a peach on the back end. A peach, and it doesn't seem to have much heat. It's very acid, but I'm not getting a lot of heat. But maybe a charcoal taste. I'm really picking up on some charcoal, which is really unusual.
That's just weird. I mean, I don't want to say it's bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's...
Oh, no, it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just... I don't think it's something I would reach for on a regular...
It's a good color, and it doesn't... It's not off-putting, the smell, but it definitely seems like something maybe you'd clean your toolbox out with. Maybe.
Right? Yeah, I mean, it's a whiskey. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
See
right
what
there.
this does to it. So on my third sip, I definitely, this is going to sound strange, but I'm getting an onion taste.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I can kind of see that.
It's like the very end of it seems to be kind of oily, oniony.
Almost like a green onion, almost like a raw.
Yeah.
Like a raw green onion.
A raw green vegetable of some kind. Yeah, that's unusual. But it doesn't seem spicy. I mean, there's not a lot of pepper So,
Oh, I think I get a little bit of spice on it, on the taste.
so the
I'm going to add a fair bit of water.
Yeah,
I think it needs it.
I did a little, and it didn't seem to change the nose at all. Not at all. Very, very high ethanol.
Yeah, still, ethanol's still there.
Yep.
Ethanol is definitely still there. I don't know, guys.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say the water did not help with the acid. Actually, seems to have brought the wood flavor out a little more.
Yep.
So, very oaky. A lot of smoke now with some water. Very smoky. Which may be the charcoal thing I was talking about, but probably would not want this on my shelf.
Yep.
No.
Not feeling it.
No.
Man, I want to get in there, but I feel like it has a lot of proof to it, but which I usually love. I'm a proof junkie. I had some the hazmat Elijah Craig 140 proof, 139 proof Elijah Craig the other day, and it was phenomenal. But I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't really want to say what I think the proof is on this. It's very deceptive because of the very first acid taste you get. So, what do you think? I mean, where do you set the price on this?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think it's a higher proof, just because the way that it's drinking and nosing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crazy about it. I mean, I don't want to think too much about what it could be, but
So it's my experience that the citrus kind of taste, seems to be more in the rye category.
I could see that. I definitely could.
But I'm not getting the tremendous spice that I usually get with a rye, so...
Right. Yeah, I'm confused on this one. I mean, it's not... I want to like it. I do. Like I said, I'm a proof junkie. I love it, I love the high proof stuff, but I just don't know if I can get into that, man. It's... Like I said, I want to. I want to keep going back and find something that I really like about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really get beyond the acid. It's a big turn off for me. And there's almost no fruitiness. There's no cherry, no vanilla that I'm picking up. Very, very interested to see what this is.
It's got some good legs on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Super, super thick.
Like I said, either the proof or the age is there, but it's... I think... Like I said, I've been wrong before.
I might open this and let it sit for a while. Let it oxidize for a while and see what happens to it at that point.
Yeah, we could nose it out of the Glencairn. It's kind of hiding behind the camera, but we'll see what that... I'm almost scared if it's super high proof that Glencairn's going to almost get more of a white fruit, like an apple, banana.
Oh yeah. It's funny how the glass changes it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That definitely puts more. Yeah, very.
I mean, you can't get down in there by any means.
Pear, apple, for sure.
Some of that white fruit ish.
I'm just gonna tell you, I don't necessarily want to hit that again.
And it's full strength.
Sorry.
Like I said, I want to like it. I want to. I
think this is gonna be a great reveal. It's gonna be a good one.
After last week's reveal, That was a surprise.
A
It'll
good
be
surprise.
right over here in the video. Hopefully I'll try and put it up there for you guys. It'll be number 17. This will be number 18. Last week's was insane. Was not expecting that by any means. I don't think either one of us were.
No.
That blew me away.
Very
I almost
pleased.
want to say I'm ashamed to it, but it is what it is. That's the magic of doing blind tastings.
It is a pleasing reveal, you know?
It is.
It's good if you think you know what you think you know to be proven wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've all been there where you've picked up a bottle. And,
preconceived notions.
yeah,
and
you're like, this is not going to be very good. And then you have some of it and you're like, wow.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen people get really awesome, rare bottles, and they taste it and they go, man, this is so awesome, it's great, it's fantastic, and blah, 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 all this stuff. And then they do a blind flight with it, and they don't even like it at all.
Right.
Like, they just thought they liked it because they thought that they should like it, because either everyone else likes it or it has that kind of stigma behind it, and, you know.
I have seen several blind tastings where a Four Roses beats a Pappy hands down.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I bet you guys have too.
It's out there. I mean, I actually got Pappy. Pappy's great. It is a phenomenal pour, super complex, but at the same time, it's just whiskey.
Just whiskey. What are you saying?
I'm saying, Pappy Van Winkle is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. No matter how you slice it,
Yeah.
like, being a bourbon with all the laws that govern it, you guys should know by now, there's only so much you can do to it. You know what I mean? It has to be distilled within a certain range. It has to be put in a barrel in a certain range. It has to be in the barrel for a certain amount of time. And that's it. Like, you can't add stuff to it. You can't add stuff to the barrel. You can't change it in any way. I mean, you can do stuff inside the warehouse, you know, with humidity and climate control and all that kind of stuff to try and do different things. But for the most part, like, there's only so many things you can do. If it's a straight bourbon whiskey, I mean, I'm not saying all whiskeys taste the same. I'm just saying that some of these things that people think are amazing are,
You might be surprised.
yeah. So with that, I think for me the water helped the flavor a little bit. The taste is, I don't know. I almost get a little of that banana, but I don't know. You ready to do this? Let's see what this is. Oh, no, we need to put a price on it.
Yeah.
I really don't want to. Like I said, I want to like it. I can't get in it. Like,
I'm going to say that's a 40.
that's kind of where I was. I was in that $30 to $40 range. I mean, 50 would be pushing it.
Yeah.
It's like if I walked away at $50 out the door, I wouldn't feel terrible about it, but at the same time, it wouldn't be a great score. $40, I'd feel a little more comfortable. $30, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's still whiskey. Like I said, there's nothing off-putting about it. Jay didn't like the acid, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like I've had bourbons like I just straight up don't like. Like it's not in that category, but it's nothing that I would. Are we ready to do this?
Yeah, let's see what it is.
Big reveal time. Ooh, it is a tall bottle. Like, really tall. Ah, Eagle Rare. Okay, I'm
Okay.
okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
There you go.
It's a bourbon. It's Buffalo Trace, which I like. Yeah, like it's solid. You know what I mean? But it's not. I don't know. Some states have this on allocation, which I don't get around here. It's on pretty much every shelf, but
So this is interesting because they recently stopped age stating this, didn't they?
I had heard rumors about that. This is an age-stated bottle.
Yeah,
It does say 10-year on the back. I had heard rumors about that. I haven't seen for definite one way or the other. Maybe to stop at the local store, see if they have any new new product and see if they took the age statement off. I hope they didn't, because they stopped doing store picks of it this year.
Oh.
To try and get caught up in production. So I hope they were doing that to not have to take off the age statement.
Right.
But like I said, I haven't heard one way or the other for sure. If, like I said, there were rumors about it.
I know that they were selling, when that rumor came out,
Right.
they started selling a little higher, people with age-stated bottles. So they were, looking around for those and picking them
Right.
up, so the price went up. But I don't know.
Now, with Eagle Rare, though, although it doesn't say single barrel, it pretty much, for all intents and purposes, is a single barrel product. When they put them in they used to be a single barrel at one time. When they take them out of the barrels and then put them in the bottling line, they do it one barrel at a time. Now, they don't rinse and wash the equipment between each barrel, so they can't label it as a single barrel product.
Mm-hmm.
But they do bottle it, one barrel at a time. So there is that. This could be a off batch. Like it tastes like it's got a lot more proof. It's 90 proof. It tastes like a lot more than that.
It's very high ethanol, so...
Yeah, with the 10-year, that's a pretty solid age range for a whiskey. Did get a little bit of that oak in there, but it wasn't overpowering.
No.
But at the same time, that could be where a good bit of that color comes from. This may be one of those things where this just wasn't that good of a barrel.
Could be.
I always say I like Eagle Rare, but at the same time, I don't find myself grabbing for it very often, as much as I do like a Buffalo Trace or Four Roses. So maybe I don't like it as much as I thought I did.
I'm going to fess up and tell you that I have never had that.
Really?
That is my first time ever having Eagle Rare. Now, I'm a connoisseur of Buffalo Trace. I really enjoy the Buffalo Trace, just the straight Buffalo Trace. I like it. I have never had that. I've seen it on the shelves, and I have thought about picking one up, but I don't know if I would at this point. Just not my bag of tricks.
Not your cup of whiskey?
Not my cup of whiskey.
Like I said, I didn't find anything off-putting about it, but at the same time, it wasn't anything super crazy.
Right.
Now that I'm drinking out, here I get a little bit of a cherry, but I don't know if that's just because, again, I know what it is, or it's just starting to come out now that it's sat a little bit, but...
You mentioned that. I went ahead and took the last swallow after I'd let it sit for a while. That seemed to do wonders for it.
Really?
It was better that very last time. So
maybe we should do it again sometime and let it... But the bottle's half empty.
I think
it's been that way for a while.
It needs to breathe a bit. I think that's the deal. This one needs to breathe. So.
I would hope that it would do it in the bottle, but apparently... So like I said, I'm drinking it now, and I get a little more of that cherry, but it's still not... But then again, these are on the shelf for, what, $30, $35?
Yeah. So,
at that price, I wouldn't feel bad about it. Not one bit.
No.
40, maybe 50. Yeah, that's really pushing it. But I don't know anywhere that these are selling for $50 unless it's a store pick.
Unless it's a store pick, right.
So,
and there are a fair number of those floating around still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is. So you guys shouldn't have to worry too much. If you're in a state that can't get this, number one, I'm sorry. Your state sucks, apparently. But you already knew that. So, but yeah, it's good. I think it should be kind of a staple in a bar, but again, that's more of that preconceived notion, maybe. Like I said, I have a few bottles of it, and I don't find myself grabbing for it as often as some other stuff, some 1792, Four Roses, Buffalo Trace. So
yeah,
maybe
I I'd go Buffalo Trace before I'd grab that if they were side by side, which they frequently are.
They are. Fun fact. And usually the Buffalo Trace is like $10 cheaper.
Yeah,
for a bottle.
Yeah, I think it's got a little more depth than this has, but you know, it's a solid drink. You know.
It is. This could have been. I generally find for me the stuff that ages near the top of the warehouse where it gets really hot.
Oh yeah.
For me, does have more of that ethanol kind of burn to it. Again, maybe this was one of those bottles / barrels.
Definitely could be.
I don't know, but anyway, guys, it's good. It's a solid drinker. For $30-$35, absolutely pick it up, try it. Some people absolutely love it, and that's cool. Like I said, it's not anything that I'm going to go pour down the drain or anything like that. So anyway, guys, until next week, drink blind.
Blindly drink.